Hi everyone, and welcome to J7409 Weather. I'm Jewel, and I want to thank you so much for checking out the weather with me. This is for severe thunderstorms. I'm going to turn it on, let it roll just a little bit. You can see the timestamp there. Severe weather is going on in places, and it looks like the slight risk of severe thunderstorms are going to be from parts of the Central Plains to the Great Lakes and the western Ohio Valley today. Now we got some heavy snow over the Sierra Nevada area, heavy rains possible over parts of northern California and parts of the Central Plains into the middle Mississippi Valley, also in parts of the Southern Plains. It's very warm in some places. Temperatures should be 10 to 25 degrees above average over parts of the Central Plains. And as this moves on through, some really severe thunderstorms look like they may pop up next week, as well as you can see this threat of severe thunderstorms all week long. As it moves along right quickly, now we're up to Monday, I believe, coming up next week. Well, there's some in the Texas Panhandle going over into Oklahoma where it's purple. They should be very severe. And then look at this. This is Tuesday morning, early Tuesday morning. All of this and more is coming up on taking a look at the severe weather map. This is what it's looking like for today, Thursday, the 16th of May, 2019. And yes, folks, there is that scattered severe storms possibility that's likely from late this afternoon into tonight across parts of the Midwest, and scattered severe hail and wind gusts are anticipated. Hail and wind is going to be the biggest factors in this severe weather as it's looking right now. This is also going to go across Ohio later tonight, and a few severe hailstorms are possible across parts of the northern Rockies in the late afternoon hours. Right now I'm doing this video 4:17 p.m. EDT, so this is fairly up to date for you. I can tell you, going on right now in this area right in here, we do have some severe thunderstorm warnings out with high winds and hail. So be prepared. Anywhere you see this green, especially if it's marginal, you guys got a good chance of a thunderstorm popping up on you. So please pay attention. Looking like the most severe is right, of course, in the yellow areas up into northern Idaho, maybe a little bit of Washington State, coming on down into Wyoming and into Nebraska, across Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, the lower part of Michigan, and the lower part of Wisconsin. You guys watch your skies. I want to take a look at the wind shear map, okay? The wind shear map. This is off of my foxhurricane.com. It's kind of hard, so I'm going to, here is Maine. We're going to come down the coast here. I'm going to outline this so you can see it a little better. Then here we have Florida going up into the Gulf. I know I'm not the best artist in the world, but you get the idea now where the coastline is. You see how it's measured right down here. No shear wind out here in this part, but nothing is seeming to develop out in this part because the sea surface temperature isn't quite warm enough yet. Down here it's nice and warm, but down here we have lots of wind shear, some 60 to 70 mile per hour, some 50s, we got some 35s, the colors you can see right here. So let's turn it on and run it through and see how this goes. But it doesn't want to move. So I tell you what, hold on. It didn't want my little marker on, so now we're going to get it going. We're going to see how this shear wind is going. That's why you see all the shear wind down here around Honduras and the Guatemala area, over in this area here. When you see things come up, and especially over Cuba, these low pressure systems that try to make up when they come up here, you might see them on a GFS run, and then boom, next run it's gone. It's because shear wind is tearing them apart, as you can see. So we'll click this on through, let it run through for the next 72 hours. Now, if anything were to get up in this area, right in here, it could develop. There's no shear wind, 5 miles per hour. Give me a break. It's not going to do a lot of justice to anything. So, you know, we just have to keep our eyes open and watch these things as they pop up. But right now, when people are seeing things pop up, as well as myself, the shear wind is what's tearing them apart and making them go away. And here we have a quick look of the GFS map, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. Remember earlier in the beginning I told you that the average temperatures were going to be much higher for average in the Central Plains. Well, it's going to be much cooler than normal for much of the western U.S. and the northern plains. And severe thunderstorms, I can't emphasize this enough, are possible from the northern plains to the Ohio Valley tonight. So let's turn the map on, get it rolling, and the upper level pattern, folks, is going to favor a trough of low pressure moving across the western U.S. into the plains, while a ridge of high pressure is forecast to persist over the eastern U.S. Now, this is going to allow unsettled weather and chilly temperatures to continue for much of the west and into the northern plains. The current system that's bringing widespread precipitation for the west coast and some heavy snow along the Sierra Nevada area will edge its way eastward into the Great Plains by this weekend. Now, low elevation rain and mountain snow will progress gradually eastward across the Great Basin and into the central and northern Rockies by Friday, tomorrow. Now, as the main energy of this system reaches the plains on Saturday, the chance of strong to severe thunderstorms will be much elevated up and down the plain states. So go ahead. Severe weather is coming, especially in the afternoon into the evening hours, ahead of a dry line together with a developing surface low pressure center moving up along a cold front. Now, in addition, heavy downpours associated with the thunderstorms will likely lead to some flooding issues. And I even hate to say that. Meanwhile, precipitation associated with the next system from the eastern Pacific is forecast to move into the west coast Saturday, where another round of widespread precipitation appears likely. Warm and moisture air is forecast to spread eastward from the Central Plains towards the eastern U.S. during the next couple of days. That's going to make temperatures high in the 90s, like I was talking about earlier this week, over the Central Plains. And they're forecast to spread eastward into the interior mid-Atlantic by Saturday afternoon. And that's a check of your weather. Thanks for joining us. If you like the weather, you like to know exactly what's going on, please subscribe. I'll do my best to give you your forecast each day. I'll be here when severe weather outbreaks take place. If you want the latest in weather news, forecasts, watches, warnings, and any storms that may be coming your way, subscribe and join us. We'd love to have you. So far as the tropics go, the Atlantic, there's nothing over there. In the Pacific, there's one little system down here. Well, it's even further down off of Mexico. Not looking like a whole lot to it, nothing much at all. And in the Eastern Pacific, now the National Hurricane Center has a tab for that also. Covers nothing but Hawaii. Nothing going on around there. So with that all said and done, thank you so much for watching. Peace, love, and kindness to all. Have a great evening and a blessed day tomorrow.